Hello and welcome back to Cardboard Decoy Plays Gnomoria. So we are going to do some mining. It's been a while. At least it feels like it. I did a little bit of mining over in this area a couple episodes ago, but it wasn't really a lot. It wasn't enough to sate my mining urge. Mining, by the way, like, I don't know what it is. If I'm just slightly neurotic or autistic or what, I mean, none of these things would really surprise me. I'm not trying to be, like, insulting towards the autistic types or anything like that, but it's just one of those things where I'm kind of like, I really fixate on mining in MMOs. Don't know what it is. I've yet to come to a reasonable explanation for it, but I love mining nodes. Like, and it's not like, you know, you can harvest trees and that's a node, and all of these other things you could possibly be doing in the infinite MMO playground, and I'm always a miner just because there's something about mining just really basic metal nodes in every MMO that has always appealed to me. I don't understand it. I just don't. WildStar in particular, which I haven't played in a while, I feel really bad. I at least canceled my subscription after doing a 3-month subscription and playing for like 2 weeks. But just have too many games to catch up on. That's really all there is to it. And I don't know anybody else who plays right now. Everybody else who was like real excited with me for it, all were like, you know what? I'm an adult now, and I have too much important businessy adult things to do to play games, and so I quit. And I'm like, why can't I be friends with the guys from Penny Arcade? Because they're still playing it, and they really enjoy it too, and they keep posting about how fun it is, and I'm like, I wish I had friends. But that's a side tangent entirely. Regardless, the bigger issues at hand are more or less just, yeah, whenever I started doing this channel, I figured my ability to like play games in my spare time would be limited, and right now I've kind of struck like an interesting balance with the way I've been recording things. I've just been recording on the weekends, and then I'll go through an entire series before I start recording another one. And for me, that seems to work out pretty well so far. Although, since I've done that, I've only been playing Gnomoria and Don't Starve, and Don't Starve ended pretty quickly after I declared I was going to do things like that. So, I have yet to see how that actually pans out with other separate games. But we will see in the future. Mark my words. It's just going to take a little while before I'm done with this game. And at the rate I'm going, it's like I get bored, and then I'm not bored, and then I feel like everything's going to die and end in abject misery, and then it doesn't. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'm playing this game until I get to a point where I'm just like, wait, what am I doing? This is dumb. I'm wasting valuable channel time on this when I could be playing other games like Kerbal Space Program or something. But regardless, that was a side tangent. Yeah, the other thing that ended up happening was I kind of ended up doing a self-imposed Steam challenge. I've been on like a video game buying freeze ever since I got my Wii U, and for the most part, it's been a matter of like, I just spend too much money on games. Even though, I mean, I have, not to like boast or anything too terribly much, but I do have like just enough expendable income to kind of be able to buy whatever games happen to come my way at the rate that I want to buy them. And which is really nice, but at the same time, it's like self-restraint is more important. It just is. That's all there is to that. Let's see, what do we got? We got an interesting little spiry cavern there, but it reveals nothing of interest to us. So we'll get rid of the ramps. Seal up the floor there. Get rid of the ramps. All right, let's make sure we do this. Remove ramp. Oh, it goes down a little bit as well too. Let's see. Anything particularly interesting? No. Nothing interesting at all. Some sapphires, that's it. Okay, and then we will build floor. Build. Terrain, floor, stone floor, any raw stone, and wherever it will let us, we will build it. There we go. Okay, that ought to be enough to seal it off. Let's hope. Definitely hope. Alright. Back to mining. But yeah, and so but by the same token of the Steam challenge that I imposed on myself, I need to go through and play all my old games. And there's a lot. There's just a lot. And some of them have been really good, so I'll sit there and play them for a while, kind of like Kerbal Space Program. Kerbal Space Program is one of those games I had been kind of putting off well, buying and playing, and I just, wanted to catch up and see what the big deal was, and I really enjoyed it. This game is a game I wanted to cover for a long time, just to see kind of how it does, and the steady stream of it is really... The steady stream of viewership, I should say, to be more specific, has really been kind of shocking to me, so I've just decided to kind of continue playing it indefinitely until I'm completely sick of it. Which feels like it's coming, but hasn't yet. So, oh no, bear! Stop that. I really wish it would take me off of that. I can turn that off. I'm thinking if it would be worth it or if it would kill me, basically. That's the two options that you get. It's either going to be handy and useful for being able to be alerted to things like whenever goblins and mants attack, or it'll just, kind of kill you. If you don't have it, that is. So I sit on the fence. And I'm trying to think, there's been a few other games. There's another game I really want to play that I spent money on just because I thought it looked interesting, but was, this is silver. Yay! There's our value, our cash cow, as it were. Let me go ahead and build some torches. Build furniture torch. Sweet. Minor jackpot achieved. It was God Factory. Yeah, God Factory Wingman, which was a really interesting sort of PvP-based flight simulator-y sort of game. I really liked it. Like, I played it for a couple days, and I really got into it, and then it was like, well, back to playing the other games I haven't played yet. It's kind of upsetting. Because it's like, on the one hand, I spent a bunch of money on these games, and I know I'm going to enjoy at least 90% of them to some capacity, and then at the same time, just not having enough time to really pursue that and see it through to the end, while I still have other things I want to play and enjoy at the same time. Very, very upsetting. Like, I think... I could go on for quite a while about how I feel about the games industry right now, and kind of how that marketing value is not necessarily, I feel like watering down is not really the correct term for it, but it's kind of an extension of the effect. It's like, okay, all these games are available, and it's more profitable now to make games than ever before, but at the same time, it's like, oh god, so many of my experiences are cheapened by the fact that I, have this constant specter behind me of other games I should be playing. So it was really interesting to see, whenever I got my Wii U, it was half, probably more than half, a good chunk of nostalgia just came washing over me as I started playing it, just because it's been a while since I had a real console with a real recognizable brand that I enjoyed a lot, like Pikmin. And it was just so pleasant, and I was able to sit down and make myself kind of play and everything else. And I had to really sit down and kind of consider what was going on in my psyche at the time, because it was like, okay, why am I enjoying this so much more than the scads of Steam games that I have? Because don't get me wrong, I support the indie industry, and I really like that so many people are making games and everything else like that. But I wonder, are my standards now just... have they been kind of bludgeoned into this lessened state because it's the expectation for games is just so easy now? Games like Gnomoria, clearly there's much higher standards that could have been achieved here, and the goals could have been a lot more clear and just freaking crazy, insane good. And if you applied just to be slightly more universal, it's imagine applying kind of the Mario standard for game development to this game, and what I would actually be... Huss has died of thirst. Oh well, there we go. Huss the Gimp has died. That's real sad times. It's upsetting, but not that much. It's all he was doing was falling asleep on the floor and having a no leg. So that's totally fine. It's this game would be really, really spectacular, and I realize, there's an experience to be had here. First and foremost, this game is worth playing. I enjoy it, but at the same time, it's man, it's weird. It's really hard to put my finger on it, and I don't want to say it or try to use terms that are too harsh or unnecessarily harsh for the situation. in order to attempt to like glean a defining sort of trait that I'm trying to exemplify here. So it's just like, I mean, you know, the easiest way to say it is I wish Nintendo made games like this. Just for example, it doesn't have to be Nintendo. It could be freaking Bungie for all I care. But I wish they made more games like this. What just happened? Huss has died of thirst. Okay, nothing else. I think it's sun is set or something like that. And we're almost through winter. That's pretty good. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to track new. This is hay. I know it's called straw, but I'm going to call it hay no matter what. Let's go goods, plant, and straw. There we go, 165. That's another thing I should be tracking along, because I keep worrying about it and then I go check it manually and it's kind of goofy. So there we go, we got some coal. I'm waiting for them to build more torches here so that we can carve through all of this and collect our goods. And then, yeah, okay, they're almost caught up there. It has started raining. Okay. There we go. That's more or less... Oh, dang it. Okay, that's kind of closed off there, but that's... whatever. Meh. Misplaced torches previously. Maybe not even really misplaced. Oh, you know what? I don't want to do that. Hold on a second. Oh, pause. Cancel some jobs. I'm going to cancel this. Just because there's that there. Like, there's a... Yeah, that's a slope. That's why I wouldn't dig there. And then, oh, okay, you're gonna carve down 2 blocks and then quit. That's cool. Alright, let's do that. Yeah, that's not gonna break into anything. Yeah, there was a slope there, and I wasn't gonna be able to complete it. I wasn't gonna do that one anyway, so it wasn't necessary, basically. Alright. I don't know why my little semi-dot matrix printer sound was necessary for that particular action. Oh boy. They're trying to path. It's hard. It's getting difficult. You can feel it. You can feel it in the bones of the OS on this thing. Not, well, engine. There we go. Engine might be a little more appropriate for what I was trying to communicate there. Concept-wise. Alright. Okay. Again, my constant regular fear is that beetles are going to reproduce in one of these walls with a reckless abandon and then just chunk everything to shit. So, irrational or not, it's still a fear. Alright, I'm going to ignore... I'm going to actually test and see if we can summon goblins through the wall there, or through the effective void. So, I'm just going to leave them open from here on out until something terrible happens. Again, part hubris, part... I don't really care at this point what happens. Just to get something interesting to happen. That's all I want. Alright, I can dig there. Yeah, that's a sheer drop-off, so I'm not worried about that. Okay. And yes, tons of silver. That's what we want. We're about to skyrocket in value. Yeah, it was 248, 248k. Let's see what it's like after we dig this out, and then we will... wait and see once the bars are made, and then we'll make a whole bunch of necklaces and just be sitting pretty, quite literally, once all of that's done. Where are we at on time? Well, we got a pretty decent amount of time left. We got like 5 minutes or so. So we'll just watch them mine all of this out, and we're just about done with this whole floor. Look upon ye works and cower. Is that what's the Ozymandias quote? Yeah, God, I can't remember now. It's, look upon ye works and something. And tremble. There we go. Or is it gaze upon ye works? Ah, man. Now I really want to look up that quote. Oh, well. Anyways. Look upon ye works, ye mighty. Ye mighty? Oh, man. I'm like, now I'm mixing it up with Big O, but I think Big O had a lot of pretty clear influences in that regard. Is that steel slivers? When did I start getting steel slivers? Is that a skill-related thing? I'm not sure. I'm a little baffled. Let's go ahead and we are going to cancel this. We're out of dirt. So we've worked through all of our dirt. We can probably... Zit passes out from exhaustion. It's only a matter of time. Is it your days are numbered? I'm real sorry. Stone. We can do some of the granite. Raw granite. Craft. Repeat. If it runs out, I don't care. Stone. Raw granite. Whoa. We have decidedly more granite than we do dirt available, I would believe. It's my real honest assumption there. Yeah, there's Zit. Zit the engineer fell asleep trying to fill her gullet with drink and whatnot. So, let's see. The sun has risen. Oh god, these little clipping... Okay, there they go. They left. They're no longer a problem. You see them every now and then. It really bugs me. Let's see. We're going to ore an armory. Contents. Ore. Lots and lots of ore. That's good. It's definitely not bad. Okay. 249. Okay, it was just 1,000 in raw ore. I'm assuming it's completed. The initial mine out here. There we go. Yeah, so that represents about 1,000 in worth. That's pretty cool. I'm letting this all process. Yeah, we'll definitely search this branch over here, because again, I'm just looking for iron, and these gaps are big enough to hide veins in them, so there's no reason not to. And then we'll go down and start on this floor, which is all kinds of twisty and curvy on its own as well. So we're so close to the ground. It doesn't seem like it, but that's 50 floors right there. Freaking crazy. Very, very, very insane. Insane. Okay. Where are we at? Oh, I'm paused. Shit. A mant has been spotted. Where was a mant spotted? Hold on. Events. Over there on the edge. Oh, it's a scout. If we can kill the scout, they want to send like an actual squad against us, which is probably not a bad idea given that we're already missing some legs and some limbs and whatnot. Okay, don't run away, little scout. We're just gonna come be friends. I'm sending ambassadors to you. Everybody is attacking, right? Shh. Don't say attacking. Hi, how are you doing? I'm just coming here to deliver a sword to your face. Okay, good. Took care of that. Did that one guy have a drink? Did we recover some sort of a drink from him? Equipment? Carrying yak milk. Did the man steal yak milk from us somehow? The mantis died. Why are scouts not automatically attacked? Huh. Huh! Very peculiar. It didn't even, like, zoom over to him once he had been spotted. That's interesting. And you're supposed to be able to just freaking murder them. Like, they're a very high priority kill, because if you kill that scout, he can't go back to base and be like, hey guys, I found food. We might want to go grab some of that before the gnomes get mad at us for existing. And then, you know, there you go. That's all she wrote. They come back and they attack in mass, and it's really kind of wonky and weird and a difficult fight. And you're supposed to be able to prevent all of that by killing the scouts, but they don't auto-attack, and the camera does not zoom to them whenever they are spotted. Yet I still am forced to look upon every single one of Zit Engineer. Yeah, Zit is also the only one who could reset the traps. It's annoying. What are you doing exactly? Where are you going? Are you hauling? Stocking item. Yeah, you are gonna go all the way over to that man on one frickin' leg. Are you... Whatever. Whatever. I'm not gonna let it bother me. If she starves to death on the way back, then so be it. We'll get a new engineer. It's fine. It's totally fine. Alright, we should be getting a fair amount of silver bars being made. What are they working on right now, actually? Is this guy stuck because we're still replacing the floor? No, he appears to actually be working. That's good. So, yeah, we got tons of slivers, tons of ore. We'll let them process that for a little while. We're now prospecting even more. Furthermore, silver sliver. Yep, that's hard to say. 3 times faster otherwise. Okay. Just gonna see, what else do I want to do here? You can go ahead and Reset the grape farm. No, I don't want to. How are we on, yeah, we're fine. There's, Evelyn's left arm. Wait, has Evelyn died? Is Evelyn died? Population injured 2. Yeah, we only have 2 now. Evelyn, where's Evelyn? Career military. Health. It's missing her left arm. What group is she in? Military. Squads. Evelyn. She's a hammer gnome. Can she wield a hammer? I mean, as long as she can wield something, she's probably fine, but it's a little unfortunate. Yeah, you know, as long as you can answer the call. Let's see. Population. Assign Evelyn. Evelyn. Equipment. Yeah, he's just got a hammer, no shield. So, hey dude, you rock it however you gotta do. Let's see. Let's go ahead and start making jewelry, I think. We'll go make gem necklace, any bar. We've got tons and tons of silver now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gold, lead, steel, blah, blah, blah. Iron. Got a pretty considerable amount of iron. That's nice. That's real nice. Silver bar. Malachite. Nah. Who's got iron right now, actually? I'm wondering. They've got lead hammers. Can we... Here's what I'm going to do. I think I started making iron stuff, but now I can't remember. So, I'm just going to start over. We're going to start with weapons. Weaponsmith. We're going to go ahead and cancel and make iron claymores. Yeah, there we go. Craft to 5. Okay. Oh no, we don't need bronze hammers either. We need lead hammers. Damn it. I forgot. Lead hammer. Craft to 5. And then hand axe. Cancel. Iron hand axe. Craft to 10. Okay. There we go. We'll let them do that. That'll be what they do now. Let's go check on our crossbow gnomes. Yeah, they've got iron bows, so that's good. We do not sew. Where are we at? Oh, we're a little bit over. That's okay. Is there anything else I need to tie up before I go? I'm gonna be done with the day after this. And then, oh, hey, what I found. Got a little bit of coal there. What's up, coal? Well, we're gonna do this real slow. That's fine. There's a hammer gnome with both arms. There's a hammer gnome with both arms. There's a non-military guy. I'm trying to find our... Ah, there we go. There it is. Something missing there. Can't quite put my finger on it. Just that pauldron is kind of floating off into space. Looks weird. Yep. Never gonna know. Oh well. Alright. Are we missing a bronze breastplate? Huh. I don't particularly like that predicament. Okay. Let's go ahead and... Let me see. Where is Armorsmith? Armor? Yeah, we should have everything. Stocks. Items. Armor. Yeah, somebody is not wearing a breastplate, and I'm not sure why, and they're not assigned to create a new one. So, armor, bronze breastplate, yeah, he should. He should be taking up that job, but maybe they're so busy melting stuff down right now. That's a possibility. Dedicated Jeweler Gnome is doing his thing. Excellent stuff. And yeah, it seems like everything's basically okay. No big deals at all here. Cool. Alright, well, while we're at this point of stability at this particular moment, I think it's probably a good time to end the video. So this has been Cardboard Decoy playing Gnomoria. If you have enjoyed, please do like, comment, and subscribe. I would appreciate it ever so much. And I will see you next time. Have fun.